Kal Halayim Layahal Bashim Yahushai Basham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So, we got Matthew 24:4. And Yahushai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So it's a thing about knowing that you have the right information. And when you have the right information, you always have something to look back at. You know, like when you're measuring, you measure a couple of times, and then it either comes out right or it comes out deficient, right? Because you'll know, okay, you'll be like, all right, so I messed up here. I didn't measure it right. And then when you take that measurement again and it's right, and you cut the piece of wood to the right measurement, it fits perfect, snug, right? So the same thing has to happen with the truth. You have to be capable of looking for holes, and you know, they're trying to compare their story to yours, and when they compare your story to theirs, it's never going to match up, or even theirs to yours. It's never going to match up, because everybody's opinion is based upon their feelings, but your opinion is based upon facts and logic. You know, you're like, well, the Bible says this, and then people will have the audacity to say, but you don't have to listen to the Bible. And that's where you understand, all right, these guys are off. So once you have an understanding of where you're going to be, you know, you're out there measuring. Everybody will measure all the people. And when you're measuring all the people, you kind of figure everybody out. Like, it doesn't take long to decipher where they're coming from. Because it's everybody that comes up has something to say, has an agenda, or they want to say something, or they want you to understand their point of view. But it's all just a measurement, a simple measurement. So when you have a measurement, you know exactly where it's at. Let's say there's a gap in between a window and the windowsill. Now, I can either leave that gap, or I can move the whole window so where the gap closes and evens out throughout the whole window. That means we got, I'm gonna make it real simple. We got 1 inch gap on the bottom, 1/2 inch gap on the sides, and a 2 inch gap on top. So now you got a total of 3 inches. So you divide 3 inches by half so you can get the gaps perfect. It'll be 1.5 inches gap on the top, 1.5 inches gap from the bottom. That will be using your measurements, your tape measure, right? So we have a spiritual tape measure. You know, that's the Bible. With the spiritual tape measure, we get to see where people are at. Now on your tape measure, you look at the tape measure and then you see numbers, right? It'll tell you where the numbers are at for the measurement. Well, the scriptures tell you where someone's at in their spirit. You could be like, oh man, this person's wicked. Look at what they're thinking. You know, they're thinking things like this because that's where they came from. You know, that's where their understanding is. So I want you to measure correctly. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. See you tomorrow.